hoopers, Sarah the vegan hooper here. So today I want to talk about together, time, opposite direction, anti-spin flowers on wheel plane. So it is a mouthful, but if you watch the beginning of this video, I'm sure you've seen a lot of twin hoopers do this move. And it is, a lot of people do it, but I cringe when I see mistakes done on this move that could easily be corrected by a few tips, which I'm going to tell you today. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, check out Cassie Mckenney. She has 4 tutorials on all different flowers and a 5th tutorial showing you how to connect all of the flowers. And it comes from the Vulcan Tech Gospel. She's very, very talented and she's a sweetheart. So definitely check her out to learn this. Yeah, so with no further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so for this move, your left hand is doing an anti-spin flower and your right hand is doing an anti-spin flower. But the reason it's called together op is because the first part, together time, is what your hands are doing. They're down at the same time, out at the same time, and up at the same time. So it's together time. And the second part, which is opposite direction, is what your hoops are doing. One hoop is going backwards and the other hoop is going forwards. Together, time, opposite direction, split anti-spin flowers, because you're making an anti-spin flower, and it is on wheel plane, not on wall plane, okay? So you're turned to the side. Let's talk about the first part of this, okay? So if whatever hand is going backwards, so my left hand is going backwards, I'm going to step my left foot out, okay? I am in a lunge position. One knee is bent sort of, the other is straight. Now the reason for this is because when your legs are apart like this, you can swivel your hips better, so that when you are reaching out to do your out pedals, you can swivel your hips. When your feet are together and you are doing this pedal, it is hard to stretch your back hand out because your shoulder gets in the way, the back of your shoulder when you bend it. I see a lot of girls bending their arms when they do their pedals here, okay? Your arms should be straight the whole time, okay? So by stepping out, you are able to swivel your hips, okay? Now that being said, the second tip, which I already mentioned, would be straight arms, okay? Now, you could have straight arms when you go down and straight arms when you go up. But if your arms are not straight when you go out, it doesn't make a pretty picture, okay? It would be much prettier if your arms are stretched out. You want your pedals to be the same. You do not want the visual eye, your audience who is watching, to see a flower whose petal is down or up when it should be out. There's a certain way to do this, and it's good to do it the right way, okay? So by keeping your arms straight, it makes the together time appropriate, okay? Now, if your arm is not straight and your back pedal is down a little bit, that is not together time, or that is not together time. Your hands are not together at the same time, okay? So make sure that your arms are straight. How do you keep them straight? By lunging out, okay? Now by lunging out, oops, my bra is showing. By lunging out, when you make your back pedal, you can swivel your hips to the front, okay? So my legs are facing wheel plane and my hips are facing wall plane, okay? Pretty cool, huh? Last but not least, the third thing I want to say is where your head or eyes are. If you are looking straight the whole time, when you first start this, it may cause problems. What you want to do is look at your back pedal, okay? So I'm looking back at my back pedal. By looking back, I'm making a straight line from my head to my arm to my hoop. I know that my hoop and my back pedal is where I want it to be. If I'm looking forward, my arm may be over a little bit, okay? When you are looking back, you are just, with the lunge and the straight arm, you're just able to do that back pedal perfect, okay? Okay, so that being said, I start at the bottom. The arm that is, I put my arms out. I look at my back hoop. I go up, and then my opposite hand is going in the back. So what I'm going to do is swivel my hips as far as I can go towards the back hoop, the opposite back hoop. And I'm going to look at my back hoop to make sure that it's straight. Because it's easy to put your arm in front of you straight, but it's not as easy to put it behind you and straight. So whatever hand is behind you, make sure that you're looking at it and that your hips are swiveled with your legs apart, okay? So that's basically it, but I did want to say one more thing. If your hoops ever get wonky while you're doing these flowers, I want to teach you a little something, okay? When you first learn how to do an anti-spin flower, you learn it in sections. So you grab the hoop, grab the hoop, grab the hoop, grab the hoop in between each petal, okay? What I do is, if I notice, let's say that my left hand is getting wonky, like it's getting off plane a little bit, I pulsate my hand. Now what that means is I grab it and let go again, okay? So that I'm not breaking the anti-spin flower, I'm not breaking my flow, okay? Because you're usually doing this with an open hand, okay? What I do is just grab it and let go again, and sort of put it back, guide it back where I want it to be, if that makes any sense. Now, most of these tips are already in Cassie Mckenney's tutorial, but a lot of people just really want to learn the trick and they don't end up cleaning the trick up. So they kind of just look past it, or they never go back and listen to it again. I personally have looked at that tutorial and all 5 of her tutorials a million times, okay? So I know these tips. I wanted clean flowers, okay? So as long as you listen to legs apart, swiveled hips, straight arms, head back, and pulsating if it gets wonky or off plane, then you will be able to have beautiful flowers. So I really hope that some twin hoopers find this video and they can clean their flowers up, because the audience sees the flaws, okay? Because they could just be wowed by beautiful tricks, but as soon as you make a mistake, the eye is drawn to that. So if your arm is bent in the back, or your back hoop is down a little bit, it doesn't, the eye is drawn to that, but when they are perfect, it just looks so gorgeous, okay? So I hope this helps someone out there. If you guys want to learn anything, please feel free to let me know. Leave a comment in the comment box. I would love to make a video that you guys want to learn, or tag me on Instagram. I am Miss Maynard Keenan. I am obsessed with Instagram. I'm constantly on it with different hooping videos. Yeah, follow me, tag me, subscribe, like, dislike, do whatever floats your boat, but most importantly, hoop your little butt off, okay? So, peace, God bless you, and happy hooping. Mwah!